The Legend of the Lupus Warriors, Episode 7, The Mound That Bled Stars. The wind across the Midwest wasn't just weather, it was vibration. A song without lyrics, too ancient for language. Elijah felt it hum in his blood as the Lupus Warriors crossed the Mississippi River. The land whispered, and it wasn't in English. It spoke in the tongue of pre-memory. Of skywalkers, of crystal harmonics, of Turtle Island before the fall. At the river's edge, Lake dipped her fingers into the current. "It knows us," she murmured. "It's been waiting." For weeks, the warriors had followed subtle signs, glyphs that glowed only at night, soil that pulsed during meditations, crystal fragments reflecting unknown constellations. They were being led, and now they had arrived. Before them rose the mound. It loomed like a slumbering giant covered in moss, pulsing under moonlight. Bigger than the Great Pyramid, older than the Nile's first whisper. Around it, time twisted, watches froze, heartbeats slowed, night itself deepened unnaturally. "This isn't just sacred ground," Sage said. "This is memory buried alive." Urban stepped forward. His amethyst pendant trembled against his chest. "It's calling us," he said. "Something beneath here knows who we are." Flashback. Before the mound slept, long before colonizers arrived, before maps lied and history was rewritten in pale ink, this mound stood proud, a Root Nexus. A living temple, a harmonic amplifier. Tribes of the dark-skinned nations gathered here. Mississippian builders, Dogon star masters, Olmec stone watchers, and travelers from Kemet who had sailed west, guided by Sirius and Spirit. They were one family united by vibration. Crystals, onyx, labradorite, celestite, bloodstone, were buried beneath the mound's foundation, aligned with Earth's chakras. Chants, flutes, and drums kept the portal open. The mound sang until the invaders came, not just with weapons, but with distortion. False light beings, memory binders. They used sound against the people, introduced noise, disharmony, confusion. They split tribes, rewrote truth, sealed the mound. The portal closed, and the lupus within went to sleep. Present, the awakening now, the warriors formed a sacred circle around the mound. Their crystals pulsed in sync. This wasn't like the heart temple, it was the source. Lakota tapped her drum to the earth, slow, steady. Legend hummed, Uday lifted his palms to the sky. Pearl opened her voice, releasing a tone high and pure. One by one, each warrior added their frequency. The mound responded, it breathed. The moss glowed, blue glyphs lit up across the stone. A deep lupus cry echoed, not of rage, but remembrance. The ground split, not in destruction, but in birth. From the center rose a being, massive, obsidian-skinned, cloaked in stardust and smoke. Meteorite beads adorned its neck. Bones of forgotten gods decorated its shoulders. Its eyes held galaxies. The original lupus, not a monster, a guardian. "You came," it said, "not with voice, but with frequency. My children." The warriors dropped to their knees, not in fear, but reverence. "You carry the ache of stolen time, but the stars still live in your skin. The lie no longer holds." The guardian raised its hand. Visions passed into the minds of the warriors. Sage translating star maps into sonic codes. Pearl standing tall on the shoulders of ancient queens. Urban leading youth through sacred drum rites in a concrete jungle. Urija lighting fields of trauma on fire with ancestral flame. Uday shattering despair with a single word, remember. Thousands more visions flickered, timelines, possibilities, awakenings. "You must rebuild the song," said the guardian. "You must reopen the portal in harmony." It paused, then added, "But beware. Echo eaters still stir beneath this land. They heard you." Final scene. Return to the Heart Temple. The warriors returned home changed, crystals in their armor glowing like stars. They no longer questioned, they knew. Turtle Island was never the new world. It was the first history had been fractured. Maps, names, timelines, all rewritten. But the vibration remained. Truth survived in sound, frequency, and blood. The lupus wasn't a destroyer, it was a mirror, a revealer of truth, pain, and power. That night, as the others slept, Lakota whispered under her breath during meditation, "We've remembered who we are. But now, they'll come for us again." Till next time on The Legend of the Lupus Warriors.